What is up, my swords? It is Full Sword 135 back again with another video, but today it's gonna be a little different than my other videos. It's gonna be talking about my thoughts and ideas and rant about what's been going on with Security Breach. If you know what I mean by ranting, then you know what Funko did, but we're going to talk about all of that, and let's just start with what I think about all the teasers. Alright, so for our first teaser, which I believe came out in 2019 during the summer, after Curse of Dreadbear came out and Help Wanted, the FNAF VR release, I felt like this was a big teaser because, for one, it's in a mall, which I've always thought of would be a good setting. Number two, you got some new characters there, and then you see an arcade, pizza place, a movie theater, laser tag, and at the bottom you just see 2020 for when it was coming out. And so you can see that it's not a Five Nights at Freddy's, Freddy Fazbear's Mall, but Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is just in the mall, looking by the sign of the pizza place. And somewhere in the roof, Vanessa's shadow is there, like with her and a cane. And yeah, people were like, "Oh my gosh, what is this gonna be like?" We couldn't even tell the difference between the main characters on the stage. Only Freddy, supposedly Foxy, Chica, but like, where's Bonnie? And one more thing to point out, you can basically see teenagers everywhere, like looking up to the rock band. Okay, so for these next three teasers, I'm putting them together because they look more like similar, if you know what I mean. You'll know what I mean when these teasers are on the screen. But before I get into these, I'm just going to quickly explain who the heck is Vanessa, if you don't know what happened in Help Wanted. So you do this corn maze in the Curse of Dreadbear DLC, which is like Halloween. And if you get all these keys, you unlock a basement, but it's like an axe everywhere, and then there's a mask. And in the game files, that mask is called Reluctant Follower. And when it is in the prize counter, and you're looking in the prize counter, you can pick up the mask, and you can hear a one-sided conversation of a girl who, as this email shows from Five Nights at Freddy's Special Delivery, the AR game, that she's just maybe controlled by Glitch Trap. Well, she's talking to Glitch Trap, and she is basically going to be the next killer. Okay, so going back to those three teasers I showed earlier, the two on the left were the first ones that came out. I think they came out early this year, and if I'm wrong with any of these, please just let me know. I'm sorry for it. I don't remember as much, but I believe, I'm probably wrong, that these are a day off, like they came out a day apart, or maybe it was a week. I don't remember, but our most recent trailer, there was also, or not trailer, but our most recent teaser is the one on the far right of Protect, and people are thinking that this is going to be the main protagonist, which finally getting a female protagonist, and that's going to be pretty cool. I do not know how this is going to work. So we have rock, glam, like obviously that means just a party and stuff, but then the one on the right is Protect, and the main character, the girl, looks like she's seeing something. What could it be that we're protecting? I don't know, but we're just gonna have to find out for this game, which I believe is coming out this fall. One more thing I have to say about these teasers right here are that why I think they're similar is you can see how the words at the bottom, they have that 80s kind of theme. If you've seen Stranger Things, it's in a mall, season 3, just like this big teaser. And if you've ever seen I'll just give a random example. Teen Titans Go. I don't know if you heard of that show, but it had this like special called The Night Begins to Shine, and it's this whole like kind of square gridded platform with two triangles and like kind of like retro words with lines, and this is what it's going to be. So like this is probably going to take place in the 80s, and if so, I'd be really excited about that because all the recent games have like Five Nights at Freddy's 3, 5, Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night kind of, and Help Wanted have all been in the future. Like the only prequel games we've kind of gotten are the second game and the fourth game, but I don't know if there's going to be a prequel or a sequel. Like, do you think it's going to take place in the 80s, or is it going to be like an 80s mall that takes place in 2020 or something? And one last thing about the teasers. This security breach teaser came out just of the logo and the name of the game, which everyone thought it was a different name, which we'll get into in a second. But when this came out, a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody, but some people were thinking that, this is going to be a ripoff of SCP, if you've ever heard of that, secure, contain, protect, like with all those monsters. I thought it was going to be some type of ripoff, like, oh, Five Nights at Freddy's such a desperate franchise. And I'm just going to drag on for a second. Please excuse my talking, but when you say Five Nights at Freddy's is dead, you gotta think it's not. Because if you think, a movie is in the works that I know it's taken forever, but it's coming out in a year or two because they're moving rapidly. You've got a movie, you call that dead? We've also got a book series that is actual good books. I'm reading Fetch right now. I know I'm kind of behind, but I'm on The Lonely Freddy story. They are good books, so that doesn't mean they're dead. Oh, and the games? Well, the most recent game, besides Five Nights at Freddy's AR, which is a really good mobile game, is Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. In that game, you just gotta look back at that and say, oh, actually is a pretty good game. Because it was. It was a VR game, for Pete's sake. So, it's just, the future is looking bright for Five Nights at Freddy's. So, I'm feeling really confident that Security Breach is going to be something. Sorry if I got over myself there. But to be honest, is FNAF Five Nights at Freddy's, is the franchise, it's not dead, but is it where it used to be? No. If you remember 2014 or 2015, no one could stop talking about it. Like, if you have the internet, at least everyone would know about Five Nights at Freddy's. It was just that big. And I think the chances, I really hope it would become that big again one day, but the chances of that happening, like the ways it could happen, are either with this really good new game, or more likely, as Daco suggested, if the movie is really good. Okay, I will talk about more things at the end, but now it's time to go to the rage part. Aw, Funko, you goofed again. Let's see what you've done this time. Searching up. What the? So yeah, Funko did not do the best job on that, but we'll get to that in a second. First, we're gonna show what they have leaked, and it has given us a bit of information about nothing really, but it's information, so let's talk about it. Alright, so first up, I don't really remember how Funko leaked this. I think it was just on their scheduling page, but they basically leaked the plushes and the action figures. So here were the action figures: Glamrock Chica, Glamrock Freddy, Montgomery Gator, Roxanne Wolf, and then Vanny. And Funko plush, FNAF Pizzaplex 6PCPDQ. I believe that means 6 characters, because it was going to be those Glamrock Chica, Glamrock Freddy, Montgomery Gator, Roxanne Wolf, and Vanny. and Glitch Trap were going to be the plushes, and the pops, we'll get to that in a second. But we learned a couple things from this. This came out before the Security Breach title came out, so when it showed Pizzaplex, everyone thought that's what the game was going to be called, but really it's probably just the name of the mall. And we know that the type of animatronics that they are, like glam rocks, like toys, wizards, phantoms, nightmares, fun times. These are glam rocks. And we already knew there was a Chica and a Freddy. Montgomery Gator was, Scott left that in the files, the picture. Roxanne Wolf, I think that was new. We did not know that. And Vanny, we already knew who Vanny was. And the MM 12 pieces stands for Mystery Minis because there's 12. And what do you think they're going to do with that? 12 characters when they've only shown 6. You don't want to know. But I'll tell you. But first, let me go through other random stuff that you probably don't need to know, but I just want to talk about it. Glitch Trap, this kind of proved that Glitch Trap was going to be in the game. We kind of knew he was coming, but, this was just kind of sort of a confirmation. It could just be how they marketed it, but I hope he's back. But I mainly hope Vanny is the main antagonist, and I also hope, it's not just those 6 characters in the game. I really hope, if the second game, the 5th game, the 4th game, they all had a wide variety of characters, and I feel like if they just have these 6, it would just kind of be a bust, because this is like the creativity space. You have a mall, you have laser tag, you got an arcade. Imagine if you had a laser tag robot. Don't do this, it's probably a stupid idea, but you get what I'm saying. Or you could have more paranormal characters, like a Glitch Trap, or just imagine if Shadow Bonnie or Shadow Freddy appeared out of nowhere. That would be pretty darn cool. But even some theories are going around that the Stitch Wraith might be connected to this game, which I don't know about, but I would be really happy if that happens. I don't know, this game, you don't know what to expect. The only leaks we've got don't really matter at all. It's going to be a wild ride for this game. I'm definitely doing this on my channel. Okay, I'm really sorry. I'm getting a hang of myself out of all things. I know this is a thought video. It should have been 2 minutes, but now it's going to be almost 15 at this point. Maybe more. So, really quickly, I guess I'm just going to have to sing about how I do not like what Funko did. But before I do, my last non-singing thing, I'm going to talk about Foxy and Bonnie. Okay, so as you know, those leaks showed there's no Foxy that we know of, there's no Bonnie that we know of. Well, for Foxy, lore-wise, his animatronic type was discontinued after, some quote-unquote accidents happened. So that's why you see him in the first game only, but in the second game because it's a prequel, the third game because he's a hallucination, the fourth game a nightmare, the fifth game, well, you're in an underground place that's been around since Fredbear's, the sixth game, I can't really explain the sixth game because, Rockstar Foxy, he's recent, right? Unless if you get him from a catalog that's just selling random junk. But I'm pretty sure he's in the second to best catalog. So that's confusing, but I'd still really like to see a Foxy in this game, maybe in a parts and service room. And then we've got the sad, sad tale of Bonnie. Bonnie is, you could say, a fan favorite. He had different he has a lot of variations, except not as much as the others. Freddy and Chica and Foxy too always get branded, but guess what? There's no Phantom Bonnie. Oops. Let it go, there's Springtrap. There's no Funtime Bonnie. Let it go, it's just Bon Bon. Well, okay, I don't have anything else there. But Bonnie has kind of been abused. Like, at least just put, like, Bonnie's ball pit. Okay, that's not a good example, but something like that. I mean, don't listen to me because Scott Cawthon, he's gonna make this game, and I gotta say, every time he releases a game, I just get surprised, like, because it's not something you expect. It's just completely insane. So, yeah, I'm thinking this game is going to be a free roam of sorts, and if it's not, like, imagine if you had nights too, like, nights in the mall, but also free roam in the day, and, like, parts and service checkups too. That would be really cool. And really quickly, before I do a sing along about what Funko has been doing, what else Funko has been doing, I just want to say that this is going to be a AAA game, which means it will be on ported to console at one point, possibly VR. See, if there's anything I don't know, like, put it down in the comments, or anything you want to know, like, I'll try to research it. But I don't know if it's going to be in VR, virtual reality consoles, or on the laptop. I think it's going to be on both, but I don't know which one is going to come out first. Like, is it going to be released on Steam first, or is it going to be like Help Wanted, which was released on the PS VR or the Oculus Rift? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll just have to find out about that. And for now, we just wait. But Daco, a FNAF YouTuber, he's a really good job. Daco, if you're seeing this video, you're a great guy. He really does think that a trailer will come out this month, which is a pretty good guess because we've had, like, usually when Scott puts out teasers, he usually puts a trailer on. But yeah, now to talk about this ridiculously overpriced Funko. Okay, they're not that overpriced, but let's sing about these weird little figures by Funko. It is about these figures from Security Breach, obviously. First we've got Vanessa, her doesn't even look like the mask. Then we've got Roxanne the Wolf, which looks like Foxy, exactly like Foxy, or Mango. Yeah, one of the two. Oh, and then you got to Glam Rock Freddy. Oh, and you look and you see that's Fun Time Freddy. What a ripoff. Then you look at Montgomery Gator. He doesn't look the same as he was pre-later. Then you see that he also looks like Funtime Freddy, kind of. And then you got Glam Rock Chica. Not much to say, just looks meh to the real one it should be. Da 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 doo doo. Oh, I also forgot, there's a calendar which had leak, and that angered Scott. He said it was watercolored marks, it wasn't the real character design. Just concepts, why'd you leak again, Funko? Oh, you messed up. Oh yeah, then we got the mystery minis. What do you do with 12 characters? You make 6 of them and then make duplicates about these black light colors, and then these flocked things, glow in the dark metallic. I don't care. Why'd you make these? Why though? Then you see what could be the plushies, which they didn't show. And I don't want to know what those plushies are like. Let's never do that again. Please don't speak of that ever again. that was 100% pointless. But I hope you got what I meant. Also, there's no Build-A-Figure with the figures. And nothing else I have to say. Oh, wait. Do I hear the music coming back? Oh, no! So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a little different and a little too long. It's been 20 minutes, and I really do think that we should end it off here. A couple of quick words before the end it off. I just made this video, to kind of explain what's going on. Probably didn't even make any sense, but I'm just trying to hype this up because FNAF has a chance of coming back, and I really do think and hope that this game is going to be really good. I know it is. Scott said it's good, so it's good. Yeah, I think that's all. Wait, are you kidding me? It's that darn song again! No!